Our church was just in the market for a new keyboard, and the winner is the Yamaha CP40 stage piano. In this video, I'm going to talk you through some of the factors that led to us choosing the CP40. I'm going to show you how it sounds, and I'm going to talk you through some of the settings that I changed to get it set up just the way I like it and get it playing really well. Hey everybody, my name is Peter. Thanks for joining me at OurWorshipSound, where we're working to make worship keyboard technique and technology easier. If you're wanting to just hear how the CP40 sounds, I'm going to direct you to the blog post for this video, so you can just click on the link that is appearing in the upper right-hand corner of this video. It's going to take you to the blog post where you can hear some comparisons of different keyboard sounds, actually just the piano sounds and this compared with other piano sounds available to me. But as we approach this purchase, there are some different things that we considered. And one is that knowing that this was going to be the second keyboard. It's not going to be the primary keyboard that I played for the main piano part. So it's going to be the second keyboard. For that, knowing that we would a lot of times use it for more color sounds, and knowing that we would connect it with a Mac running main stage to get those sounds. And so obviously MIDI connectivity was going to be an absolute necessity. So we wanted to make sure we do that. However, we wanted to have some good onboard piano sounds as well. And that's because I think, especially if this is going to be in a church, it's really important for somebody to just be able to turn it on and play sounds without having to connect it to a computer. And I like that for my own personal use as well, but especially if it's going to be in a more of a public use setting. It needs to be easy to use, and for that we needed some good onboard sounds, and especially good piano sounds. And so as I looked into it, this was going to have that. So we wanted to have that. We wanted to be able to function as a backup keyboard, not only just in a just like the second keyboard type of parts, but also to be used for developing keyboard players, that they could take over the primary piano role just for maybe a song or two, if they were just kind of easing into that sort of role. So without having to change positions on the stage, we wanted that person to be able to take over and have good piano sounds to use in that case. We needed the ability to layer in a pad sound. That's just kind of a basic functionality for me anymore. And I wanted to have decent action and feel. I knew it wasn't going to have the same sort of action and just top of the line feel that my Yamaha S80 has, but it needed to be at least workable. I wanted it to have 88 keys, hammer action, and everything that would go along with that. So in addition to giving up some of the quality feel, we wanted to be able to gain some portability. So even though it doesn't have the action that the S80 has, that one is really heavy, and I wanted this to be more portable. So kind of a balance there. But we did select the Yamaha CP40. I chose it after reading some online reviews and listening to demos. I ordered it through Sweetwater for about $1,400. So after testing it out and having it for a day or so, here's the good and the bad. The very good is that the piano sounds in it are very playable, very usable. They're expressive, they're responsive. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But the piano sounds are good. They also have an easy layering option, so you can just press a button and you can mix in a pad. So that's really good. And it is lightweight. It's several pounds lighter than my S80, so that's very nice. The bad is that the aesthetics of it are really cheap. There's a lot of plastic in it, and it just doesn't have a quality look to it. I knew that going in, so that wasn't like a major disappointment, but I wish it just looked a little bit nicer. It has kind of a slushy action on its own. It does not respond quite as quickly as I would like. So that's something to work around. And then the pad sounds in it, if I can get this going, they require some editing to sound the way I want them to. And they also tend to get a little bit muddy in the lower register, but they're very usable. All things considered, I'm really pleased. Nothing that was on the bad list was a surprise to me. And it's a very usable board. I would say that on the action, even though it feels a little bit slushy, the piano sounds are so responsive that I don't feel limited when I'm playing. I feel like I can be expressive and get the sound to do what I want it to do when I'm playing it. So it's actually really nice to play, and I like playing it a lot. I want to walk you through a little bit of what I did to set it up. There isn't too much to set it up, but my main goal was I wanted any developing keyboard player to turn it on and have easy access to a piano sound that they could layer with a pad sound really quickly. And then the second goal was to have a good Rhodes electric piano sound right after that. So here's what I did. To layer a sound, you just click this layer button, and this is it's off screen right now, but there's a layer button right over here. And I don't remember what it was by default, but right away what you can do is just use these arrow keys to go to select a different pad sound, or you can actually just press this pad category over here. Again, it's off screen, sorry about that, but I chose back pad. Now, on its own, let me see if I can get this going here. Here's what back pad sounds by default, okay? It's definitely not what I'm used to for a pad sound. So here's some of the edits that I went through. I went to edit, and I went to part, and then I clicked enter. And under play mode, we went to the second one, which is filter and EG. I think that stands for envelope. I'm a little bit ignorant on that, but click enter. And I'm gonna lower the cutoff frequency almost all the way down. I think I put it at -60. Okay, so right away we have that more characteristic dark sounding pad. And I click the down button and I increase the attack time. And I don't know if we're hearing that piano sound in there, but okay, and then I increase the release time just a little bit. So it has a little bit more of a tail on it when you release it. So just those quick edits, the lowering the cutoff frequency, increasing the attack time, and increasing the release a little bit made a huge difference in how the pad sounds. I did end up using the #1 piano sound. Found that worked well. So anyway, so that's what we get. And then the second setting on it is already a Rhodes EP sound. So I just kind of did the same thing with the pad sounds in that to get that set up. So when you power down the keyboard and then power back on, the first thing is a piano sound that you can layer quickly. The second setting is a Rhodes setting that you can layer with a pad really quickly. And so I really like that. That's really easy to use for anybody who would, go to play it. So again, to give you the opportunity to compare sounds between this and some other piano sounds available, you can go to the blog post. I recorded the same performance through different pianos, and including my Yamaha S80, the stock sounds, the expansion card I have in it, the main stage piano sounds. You can just kind of hear how that goes. But again, I'm very pleased with this. On its own, it sounds really nice, even without connecting it to main stage. But then combined with main stage, add maybe an Akai LPD8 controller to it for a little bit more functionality and control. And there's not a whole lot that this keyboard won't be able to do. So I hope that helps you, maybe if you're in the market or if you're just wanting to know some of the things you can do with your keyboard to get it sounding better as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.